Hey guys, welcome back to another stream of Work on a Dream with me today. And today I really don't feel like working at all. I'm so tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. and had to do so much stuff and errands up until 8 p.m. I am that tired. I am dying to sleep. And this is what's going to get me into what I want to share for today. The daily thing I like to share is consistency is worth so much more than anything. It is worth more than the good days you have working. Just being consistent and showing up every day. Just showing up, even if it's for 5 minutes, that would mean so much more than spending all of your energy into one day. Just stay consistent, even on your horrible days where you don't feel like working. I don't feel like working at all. Honestly, I just want to go to sleep. Today was a really long day. But just show up. This is what I want to share. Show up every day. Work on what you're passionate about every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. And yeah, Z says hi. Welcome, Z. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. So let's move on to our deck of lenses. Because yesterday we didn't actually come up with a way to improve, to turn work into a video game. And yeah, let's look at the card list. I think we were on 61. Man, I'm so tired. Sorry if I keep saying that a lot. I'm not in my usual positive, happy, chill mood when I'm exhausted. But we need to do this. Lens of moments. Yeah. How can I make... This is the lens that we stopped at yesterday. It was the lens of moments. Did I ask how are you, Z? I did not ask that today. I think I forgot or was too distracted. Sorry about that. The lens of moments. What are the key moments in my game? How can I make each moment as powerful as possible? Moments are when we get feedback, when we share our content with the internet, when we finish an animation that we're proud of, when we have a major breakthrough when we're reading. How can we make each moment as powerful as possible? Actually, I had this on mind today while we're working on the lenses. Maybe I could share that with the world. Share and title it using game design to turn work into a video game. And see if people are interested in that kind of content. I don't know. That would make this section of work a bit more exciting and a bit more powerful, but I believe that's all the ideas I have for this lens. Who am I to you? I am... Where's the... Edit. What are moments, finishing content? Let's just say figuring out improvement on deck of lenses. Make it powerful, right? How to make it powerful is by... Wait, what did we conclude? How can I make it more powerful? Oh yeah, by deck of lenses. Deck of lenses. Share. Using game design to turn work into a video game. Who am I? Let's look for something else. Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. Z says, use a leitmotif? What's a leitmotif? What is that? The lens of interest curve. Yeah, we also did that actually. Z says, and really good artistic storytelling. What's a leitmotif? Leitmotif. A leitmotif is a short recurring musical phrase associated with a particular person, place, or idea. It is closely related to musical concepts. Oh, like dun 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 dun. Leitmotif, yeah. But what's the context you want us to use leitmotif? Yeah, Hollow Knight theme. Yeah. Yeah, but what context do you recommend we use this leitmotif to create emotion? Yeah, but in what context? Like in game? Because yeah, that's on my mind in game, but that's like a little bit into the future. I definitely want a leitmotif in the game. Something memorable. The lens of inherent interest. Some things are just interesting. Use this lens to be sure your game has inherently interesting qualities by asking these questions. What aspects of my game will capture the interest of the player immediately? Me working on a dream. I'm the player, so what aspects of my game captures the interest of the player immediately? Working alone, honestly, is what captures my interest. Working on what I love. Interacting people, interacting with social media. What interests me? Inherent interest. The thing is, when we read this in the chapter, it was usually something like in games, like something very interesting. Like in what's it called? The Emotional Life of a Zombie Stuck in a Toaster. Like the reason that theme was chosen was it had some inherent interest, but in the context of work, how does this apply? Amar says people can talk in the Start Here channel in Discord. Oh, wait, let me fix that. Oh no. The first says, for example, if you make a motive for family, play it when someone is alone remembering the dead. It becomes more sad. Yeah, honestly, I want to do a ton with sound and music design. I am extremely passionate about music design. Like today, I don't wanna make some spoilers, but today, damn, I watched something with incredible music, and it is absolutely memorable. Let's do this. How do you edit? Oh, they're all right. Okay. Send messages. That's it, right? Manage permissions. Yeah, these are all. Add reactions. Mention everyone. Yeah, if you can't send a message, you can't do this, right? Yeah, read message history. Okay. Save changes. Thank you, Amar. Thank you. For example, if you make a motive for family... Oh yeah, we actually forgot to make the stream English. Oh man. Let's do this. Stream language. Stream language is English. Title and description language. It's also English. The thing is, this doesn't save. I have to update this every single time. It's really annoying. What's the title? Let's think of ways we can make work feel more like a game. Actually, let me rename this title. Let's use game design to turn work into a game. Okay, we did it. We have changed the title, I believe. Okay. What aspects of work will capture the interest of the player immediately? The interest of the player immediately. I don't know. Everything it takes to make games captures my interest, to be honest. But inherent interest is usually something with character. What's something with character that exists in work? Everything feels like a procedure. There's no characters, but I guess characters can be people that I interact with, like chat, like influencers, like other game developers, YouTubers, anyone, I guess. But this isn't the inherent interest of the work itself. Z the first says mascot. Well, I have a surprise for you saying mascot in a few days, actually. There will be a mascot, and I wonder if you can guess what kind of mascot will appear on stream. I am. But that's interesting. I mean, actually, it does give inherent interest. The mascot thing that I'm doing. Does my game let the player see or do something they have never seen or done before? Z says a plushy zombie? Oh, something better than that. In my opinion, at least. You might think it's lame, but I think it's better. Does my game... I'd love that someday, though. Love to do plushies. That would be cool. Does my game let the players see or do something they have never seen or done before? What base instinct? does my game appeal to? Can it appeal to more of them? Actually, let's read on this chapter. Maybe we'll think about this a lot more clearer if we do. What compromises interest? At this point, you might find your analytical left brain crying out, I like these charts and graphs, but how can I objectively evaluate how interesting something is to another person? This all seems a very touchy-feely. And it is very touchy-feely. Many people ask what the units of interest are. There is no good answer for that. We do not yet have a funometer that we can give a reading in millifans. Man, I love lame jokes. I made a whole game on stupid puns, so I love these. But that's okay, because all we care about are relatively changes in interest. Absolute interest is less important. To determine the interest level, you have to experience it with your whole self, using your empathy and imagination, and using skills to the right brain as well as the left. Still, your left brain might be happy to know that the overall interest can be broken down further into other factors. There are many ways to do that, but I like to use these. Factor number 1. Inherent interest. Some events are simply more interesting than others. Generally, risk is more interesting than safety. Fancy is more interesting than plain. And the unusual more interesting than the ordinary. Dramatic change and the potential for dramatic change are always interesting. Accordingly, a story about a man wrestling an alligator is probably going to be more interesting than a story about a man eating a cheese sandwich. I think these all relate to story. Adding story to our work makes it interesting. Like adding story to our animation. Like for example, the idol zombie. The idol zombie, we made him have a story like he's terrified. That honestly made the animation inherently interesting. And funnily enough, it didn't need the same amount of effort as usual animations, and it gave a much more powerful effect. So maybe adding story. Adding powerful story, because these all sound like stories. So let me continue reading. Probably going to be more interesting than a story about a man eating a cheese sandwich. We simply have internal drives that push us to be more interested in some things than others. Lens 6. Curiosity comes in handy when evaluating inherent interest. But it is useful enough concept that it gets its own lens. Drama is anticipation mingled with uncertainty. Okay, let's see. What aspects of my game of work will capture the interest of me immediately? Making a really interesting animation with a story behind it. That is what's going to capture my interest. Z says, slapping the bread on the counter, he slashed the knife, spreading the butter across the slab of carbs. With a slice of cheese, his sandwich was halfway done, so with another slab of sliced bread, he took a bite and was content. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Z. What aspects? So how can we make so we did a change like this right now. Instead of saying we're using this lens to make work more fun, we say we use game design to turn work into a video game. And yeah, just that alone is inherently interesting. But we have study, we have practice, and we have creation. So for study, how can we make study more interesting? More inherently, give it more inherent interest. Study. Let's give it a story to study. Hmm. How to give a story to study. Inherent. Man, I have no idea how to spell stuff. Is that how you spell inherent? Yep. Okay. Interest. We have story. We have study. We have practice. And we have what's it called? Creation. So he says, so book recommendations, you mean you want book recommendations from me? Or you want to give book recommendations? Study. How can we make study more interesting? How can we make study more interesting? I mean, it is already interesting because we're studying video games, right? Either one. What kind of book would you suggest? For me, I would suggest one book. I think you've read it though. It's pretty common and pretty mainstream, but it's my favorite book. It's called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's about a book about chasing your dreams. Who would have guessed, right? Study. How can we make study inherently interesting? Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. It's getting hot here. Let's turn on the AC. Study. How can we make study interesting? How can we give character to study? He says, Unwind Dystopia, Scythe Trilogy, both by Neil Shusterman, Aragon. I know Aragon, and I know how much better it is as a book than as a movie. How everything makes sense and magic is like has consequences, while in the movie is just free for all for everyone. And Pathfinder trilogies as well. Actually, someone suggested Pathfinders for me before, but those were the really big books, right? I feel I never had the time for big books. Out of all of these, which is your favorite? Yeah, Aragon has a movie, but if you'll get disappointed, but you can watch it. I don't know, I personally liked it. I watched it a long time ago, and I don't know, I'm easy to please. But yeah, it's not a memorable movie, but it's you'll not enjoy it if you've read the book. Study. Favorite is Unwind. What's it about? I am the Antichrist to you. How can we... Let's get some music. Study. Honestly, I think there is something to do here. He says, then it gets really complex. I mean, what happens before it gets complex? Wait, did you send a message and it didn't send? Because in chat I just see favorite is unwind, and then the next message is then it gets really complex. Let me refresh chat. Sometimes it gets buggy. No, you just say then it gets really complex. Using game design to turn work into a video game. Taken apart limb by limb and sold. I don't understand the context of what gets taken apart limb by limb and gets sold. I think there's a part of your messages that's not sent or something like that. Like, look. Pop out chat. This is chat for me. Favorite is unwind, then it gets really complex. I think there's a message between these two, right? I mean, people are taking apart and sold, limb by limb and sold. Okay, but why are they being taken apart? And why are they, like, what's the context? Like, what's the interesting thing about this process? Why is people getting torn limb by limb and being sold interesting? How can we turn study, practice, and creation into inherently interesting activities? How do we give study a story? Let's say reading a book. How can just changing the story, our perspective about reading a book, make it more exciting? How can we make it more inherently interesting? I mean, the mechanical answer is we read books so we can make better games, right? That's the mechanical answer. But how can we change that concept into something exciting, something fun? Let's just loop this song because today this song hurt us in just the right way. Oh wait, I have chat minimized somewhere. Oh no. Z says, yeah, my chat is different. Ah, knew it. I knew it. But yeah, oh, it's censored? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Maybe try using family-friendly language or something. Mustafa Marzout says, hola. Hey, Mustafa, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a lovely day. How are you? Uh, Study. A change in perspective when it comes to study reading. How can we say... Z says teenager. Yeah, I can read it. Maybe I'll pop up chat and put it beside you so you can check. You can check. Maybe you can play with words and see what gets censored and what gets not. What's the what the da. Teenager. How about now? Yes, I can read it. And you can too. Study. Study. Like in Breaking Bad, Walter White spoke about chemistry in a really interesting way. Like, chemistry is the study of transformation. And yeah, just that change of tone, that change of story, that change of perspective makes approaching a subject so much more interesting. So if we can do that with study, practice, and creation, I think it will be a good thing. We can be a step further to turning it into a video game. Let's get the mic here so it can be easy for us to speak. How about now? Cell. AI can read cell. I have a feeling you've been trying words and they've not been showing. Study. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Study. I have a feeling this will really help with... Like, this is a really important step to do. Because if we understand and reframe what we're doing, we can actually figure out problems and fix them better. Study. Let's change it from deck of lenses to using game design to turn work into a video game. Growing. Study is growing as an apprentice. Z says sell teenager. Oh, they sell teenaged limbs, teenager parts, so they can have youthful bodies? Is that what the story is about? That's a censored phrase. Ah. Oh, because of human trafficking and stuff. I see. Makes sense. Using game design, study. How can we make study sound more interesting? Also, one thing, I want to remove one thing from the scoreboard. Twitter connection attempts. You want to take that out because when we manually reached out to people on Twitter, at best we get like, I don't know, 20 or 30 connections and followers. But recently we've been making posts, and posts just get us like 50 and 70 followers. So I feel we should focus more on making more quality content. So yeah, this is a good change. Now we have more scoreboard, more focus. Content creation chapters read in a book. Man, how... Z says, you sell your teenager to be your teenager. What does it mean? Do people have teenagers running around? Or is it like your like son or daughter to be taken apart limb by limb and sold in hospitals? But there are clappers who explode, and bounty hunters, and muscle memory, and making people out of limbs. Oh, that sounds really dark and really interesting. I love dark themes. I might check that out later. Inherent interest. Z says, if you love them, let them go. The people who run unwinding, telling you to get rid of troublesome children. Oh man, that's so dark. If you love them, just sell them. Let them go to other people. That reminds me of 1984 for some reason. Okay, study, practice, and creation. How can we make study rephrased as something very interesting? It says, oh, and I forgot about storks. Storks? What the hell? Study. Study is learning. Learning magic. Learning the crafts of magic. Learning the craft of creation. Learning the craft of creation. He says, put your kid on a doorstep, and the family who lives there is legally responsible for your kid. Wait, what? It's that easy? Oh wow. Child support has been solved. Oh wow. So well, people who have the doorsteps are like, oh well, I have a kid now. Study. Inherently interesting. Why is study inherently interesting? Why? Studying is looking at the work of masters. Yeah, actually, let's rephrase it to that. Study is looking at the work of masters. Learning from the masters. Studying the masters. Yeah, honestly, when you think about it like that, it's a lot more interesting. Hmm. Learning from legends. Nah. Learning from the masters. Learning from. What's another word for masters for people who are at the absolute peak of whatever they're doing? Mastery. Yeah, it's called master. Learning. From a master. Yeah, honestly, even just saying it, like I'm reading a book about the master of storytelling. That just that alone makes it more interesting. I'm reading a book on the master of animation. Like, wow, that is so interesting. Instead of just studying animation, that sounds boring. But studying from the master of animation, that's interesting. Learning from the successful. That's still not a strong enough word. Or, how to say, something a bit with more, I don't know, emotional impact. Not quite the masters, just a successful. This sounds like a downgrade from masters. Like, we're just learning from successful people, that's all. We're not learning from the masters who are at the absolute peak of what they're doing. Like, we want to exaggerate. Like in using game design to turn work into a video game, we're not saying, "Oh, we're making work more fun." That sounds horrible. But turning work into a video game, now that sounds interesting. Study is learning from following the steps of legends or masters. Yeah, learning from the legends. Following the steps of legends. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Following the steps of legends. Following the footsteps. Following the footsteps of legends. Legends. Which is better, legends or masters? Following the footsteps of masters of legends. I think I like legends more, but can we do even better? Following the footsteps of legends. Of grandmasters. Of the masters. Following the footsteps. Legends are larger than life. Yeah, this is true. This is oopsie. Following the footsteps of legends. The best of the best. Let's look at synonyms, man. I'm really horrible with words. Master synonym. Because I feel if we look for a synonym for legend, it will give us like myth or something. Learning from the lords, overlords, ruler, monarch, liege, overseer, manager, expert, adept, genius, past master, maestros, virtuoso, professionals, nah, authority, prodigies, grandmasters. I like grandmaster, champion, warriors. I like warrior, but I feel legend is still better. Principal, chief, leading, predominant, foremost, great, grand, biggest. Learn, acquire, pick up. What? Nope. I am the Antichrist, the elite. Learning from the elite. Learning from the elite. Learning from the elite. But that feels more like a title rather than skill, an actual struggle and learning and being masters at it. Elite. Following in the footsteps. Is it following the footsteps or following in the footsteps? Following in the footsteps. Yeah, it's following in the footsteps. Following in the footsteps of legends. Of the legendary legends. I mean, we should look at Dragon Ball references because the titles keep going up and up and up, right? Following the footsteps of masters, of the masters. Of the legendary... mentors, legendary mentors. Following the footsteps of the foremost. That sounds really funny. Alliteration. Oh man. Actually, I'm not feeling tired anymore just reading this. It's making me laugh. Following in the footsteps of the legendary. Looking at the legends. Studying the legends. Of the legends. Following in the footsteps of the legends. I mean, I think this is good enough, but I think we can do better. Following in the footsteps of legends. I feel there's something missing here, but it's good enough. He says, you're a wizard, right? Yes, I am. Because making games is the closest thing to making magic. You make things come to life with animation, like a drawing. You make it come to life. That's reanimating the dead, right? And coding, that is basically writing spells. You write spells and things come into existence. So yeah, pretty much. We need to find a wizard master word. Yeah, that could be the best. A wizard has an apprentice. Oracle, following in the footsteps of the oracles. Nah. It would be really weird to say if we're learning from Hollow Knight, like for example the jump, and we call learning from the oracles referring to Team Cherry. That would be weird. But we can call them legends, learning from the legends. Does that make sense? But yeah, wizard, let's look at wizard terminology. Actually, maybe that could help. Wizard terminology. Learning magic from the legends. Learning magic from the legends. Harry Potter addict? I think this isn't what we are looking for. Z says it's all Harry Potter and Hobbit. Yeah, that's what I... Oh yeah, it's potions or... Nah. Darkness, dark disappearance, destruction, dragon. Harbinger, hag, captivate. Legendary. Legend. There we go. Illusion. If you go to retro games, learning from the original works. Nah. Because it's not gonna be one thing. It's going to be game developers, it's going to be storytellers, it's going to be animators, it's going to be so many different people that we're learning from. We need to find a story to tell ourselves, learning from the legends. I mean, I honestly like legend. Maybe the sentence itself is not the best. Unbelievable. Learning from the wisest. Wand, ward, watchful, weird. Your worship. Zap, zero, zigzag, downs. Did we miss something? Walking in the footsteps of legends. Learning how to make games from the legends. Learning magic from the legends. Following in the footsteps of the legends. Decrypting the legends. No. Studying the legends. Do you watch Game Maker Toolkit? Maybe that answers your question. Ah, man. Following the footsteps of legends. Man, I have no idea how I learned, how I managed to immediately know that abbreviation. And yeah, I love Mark Brown. He's called Mark Brown, right? Dude's an effing legend. It's either Mark Brown or James Brown. Yeah, it's Mark Brown. There we go. Dude's videos are just on the top level of quality. Magician, nah, magic magician, magic carpet, majesty, make believe, malevolence, medieval, monster moon, myth, mystical, necromancer, ogre, open sesame, oracle owl, pain, parchment, performance. What are these? Profound Prophet, Quick Quail. What? Runes. Benevolent. Learning from the benevolent. Oh man, that sounds that sounds like a mouthful. Learning from the benevolent. Man. But no, I don't think that's it. I really like Legends, but I feel it's too overused and its meaning fades with overuse, right? Or I don't know. I mean, I like it. I mean, I don't think there's a better word for to use, maybe. The top. Learning from the top. From skilled, top rated. Learning from the elite. Let's look up elite synonyms. 72 synonyms for... Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. There's the upper class, privileged, elegant, government, wealthy, outstanding thing in class, choice, favorite, the best. Learning from the best. I ever forgot that word. Learning from the best. Nah. That's still not... That doesn't give the oomph we're looking for. Prize cream finest. Learning from the finest. Learning from the best. Learning from the finest. That sounds a bit too British to use. Learning from the golden. The golden age. Learning from the golden. Imagine that as a title. Oh, we're just learning from the golden. What? The golden what? Learning from the first. Learning from the elite. Learning from the legendary elite. Maybe we can use... what's it called? An adjective. What if you make a term and integrate the word in your game's world? Make up a term. But you see, if we make up a term, if let's say we want to market what we're doing, like our studies, like I want to, instead of saying, oh, I made some studies, I want to say I'm studying, like I'm walking in the footsteps of the legends or something like that, and here's what I found. Or studying the legends and so on. But if we make up our own word, that'd just be weird if you're someone out of context reading a post or whatever. Z says, like in Hollow Knight, you'd say learning from the pale, learning from the radiant. Yeah. I mean, I get that, but yeah, people out of context need to understand what we're talking about. Learning from the very best. Man, British people are really good at figuring out ways to use words to just strike you. I mean, not every British person, but British people that know how to speak. The absolute elite. Yeah, I think we need to use an adjective. Learning from what has passed. No. That sounds depressing. That doesn't sound inspiring. Learning from the tested legends, learning from the wisest legends, nah. Learning from the top elite. Learning from looking at the legends. Learning from the elite. Learning from what has passed. Down, down, get around, I get around. Skilled, superior, oh yeah. First rate. Learning from the top rated. Nah. Superior. Exclusive, precious. Exquisite. What? Preferred top drawer. Top class. Prime. Learning from the legends. To you. And it needs to sound intuitive as well. Best, superior. Oh yeah, first rate. Able, choice, expert. Learning from the experts. Nah. Expert doesn't sound as good. Learning from the skilled legends. Expert legends. I need to exaggerate more. Crackerjack. First class. Skillful, adept, deluxe, handpicked, superior, best, pro, talented, capital, excellent, proficient. So far everything is just pointing at legends. Studying the legends. Looking at the footsteps of legends. Studying. Learning from the tome left by legends. Oh man. The tome left by the legends. The dusty tome. It still doesn't read well if you're out of context. It sounds a bit much. An apprentice trying to imitate the legends. Trying to imitate the legends. Trying to learn from the legends. Attempts at learning from the legends. Learning from the legends. Looking at the legends. Studying the legends. Listening to the legends. Understanding the legends. Yeah, that's actually the kind of direction I want to go. Trying to understand the legends. But we want to add some story to it. Like using game design to turn boring work, into exciting video games, right? This is a story. Understanding the legends. How can we make a story out of this? Following in the footsteps of legends. And having it short, of course. We can't just say like a paragraph. Trying to understand what the legends did. Trying to understand the legends. Library of the Legends. That sounds more like a title rather than a story. Library of the Legends. That is a place you have to go to. Reading in the Library of Legends. Reading in the Library of Legends. That sounds passive. There's no change. There's no state change. It's just constant. It's just learning. Like Hercules looking at no. Hercules statue. Disney. Yeah, this. We want something that can capture this emotion. I feel this is the kind of emotion I'm looking for. Marveling at the legends. This is the kind of feeling I want to add to the story. What kind of English words would capture this emotion really well? Man. And if it can be emotional, that would be even better. 'Cause this kind of makes me emotional. Mastering the knowledge of the legends, but he doesn't look like he's mastering the knowledge. Looks like he's just trying to understand, trying to marvel at the legends, inspired by the legends, mastering the knowledge of the legendary. But I feel we're not anywhere near to mastering the knowledge of the legendary. We're just looking at it, studying it, walking in the footsteps, not mastering at all. And also that is one passive tone because it's constant, it's mastering the knowledge. There's no state change. Like we're not lost and then suddenly we're a master. No, we're already mastering the knowledge. Do you get what I mean? Like, let me use this example again. Like here we're turning boring work, into a video game. We're not just turning things into a video game, you know? Beholding the effects of the legendary. I want a more emotional description. Beholding the effects of the legendary. Conflicting connotations, yes, exactly. Conflicting connotations, because a story is a description of change. Change creates story. If you describe something and it remains the same, it's a description, it's not a story. A story is a blue wall that turned yellow. And we want story. Who am I to you? The collision of two separate ideals. But it's not a collision. They're different, they're the same ideals, but one following and studying the other. Yeah, studying the legend. But yeah, that's the original, how we called it originally. It was called studying the legend. Actually, that's not bad. Studying the legend. Studying the masterpiece. Nah, we want to study people, not masterpiece. I feel people make up for more story and emotion. Studying is boring, so we need to follow with energy. Yeah, but Legends already gives energy. No, I think studying is good. Studying the Legends. I think that's simple enough. Studying the Legends. Maybe this is good enough? I don't know. I feel it's the best we've had so far. Wait, some people are speaking in general. Let me see if it's urgent. I am the Antichrist. Oh man. Wait, what? Oh no, we didn't save. Who am I to you? Earned interest. Using game design to turn work into a video game. Studying the legends. Legendary. I can rewind and find the information. No, I have it. I remember what I wrote. I think studying the legendary, actually just retyping it now, studying the legendary sounds good. That is good enough, I think. Okay, how can we create a story? For now, practice and creation. Studying the legendary. Practice. The trials. The trials. How can we reframe practice? Who am I? Who are you? Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. Practice. How can we reframe practice? Trials. To you. Trials. Z says, what song is that? This song is called I Am the Antichrist to You by Kishi Bashi. I like it. Who are you? Who am I to you? Trials. Studying the legend. He says, I'm going to listen to it real quick. It's a bit depressing, be warned. Little bit depressing. Trials. How can we turn practice into machine, maybe? Yeah, we don't need this, I think. Add more story to your content. Using game design to turn work into a video game. Studying the legends. Practice is trials. Let's see how Joseph Campbell describes trials. The road of trials. The road of trials. And let's just call this the road of trials. Wait, what study? Study is the call. No, it's not the call to adventure. It's not refusal of the call. Supernatural aid. Supernatural aid. Yeah, that's definitely supernatural aid. In our story, at least. Nah, the road of trials sounds so pretentious. Creation. Creation is bringing the game to life. Who are you? Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. Who am I to you? Bringing the game to life. Oh yeah, this is actually, you know what this is? What step this is? It's after apotheosis. It's the ultimate boon. This is atonement with the Father, apotheosis, and the ultimate boon. Whoa. The magic flight. Rescue from without. Crossing of the return. Threshold. Master of two worlds. Man, the only one I like is using game design to turn work into a video game. Studying the legends. Could be better. Trying to follow the legends. Who are you? Who am I to you? I have bad ideas for this. Studying the legends, the road of trials. Practice. What's inherently interest? We're using game design to turn work into a video game now. That's freaking interesting. But studying from the legends? That's not interesting. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not as powerful. Trying to grow from the legends. Road of Trials. Nah, that is lame. That does not tell us a story. Practice is play. Something related to play, maybe. Playing with ideas. Yeah, playing with ideas sounds fun. Bringing the game to life. Bringing the game to life. Man. Playing with ideas. Who am I to you? Playing with ideas. Bringing the game to life. It's creating life. Nah, that sounds stupid. Creation. Maybe creation is just good. Good enough. I mean, creation has its own story, right? Using game design to turn work into a video game. Round, round, get around, I get around. Man, I'm so unsure. Studying the legends. Looking at what the legends do and trying to imitate them. Looking at what the legends are doing. Looking at the legends. Looking at the legends. Trying, no, that doesn't give me. Looking at the legends. Looking at the legends in hope that, man, trying to learn from the legends. Try to learn something. Oh no, I am so dumb. I just removed the bookmark from the book. That is so dumb. Oh. I think we've read this. Yeah, this is it, okay. Looking at the legends, trying to learn something. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I think I'm happy with studying. Studying now, the way we think about studying is we're looking at the legends, trying to learn something from them. Yeah, this is good. Playing with ideas. Magic. Playing with ideas. Practice. Playing with ideas. Now that's inherently interesting. Okay, playing with ideas. I think that's it. Playing with ideas. And creation. Just creating content. Creation. We are creating a game. Now creation. What's creation? How can we make creation to something interesting? Mm-hmm. Playing with ideas, creation. How can we make creation inherently interesting? Bringing ideas to life. Creating experiences. Hmm. Playing with ideas. Who are you? Who am I to you? I am the Antichrist to you. Maybe we can move on and listen to other stuff. Bringing ideas to life. Inherent interest. trying to learn from them. Playing with ideas. Let's give a story to playing with ideas. Yeah, I like this. Trying to learn. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. How long have I been looking at this? Damn. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. Reading, yeah. No, I'm not playing with ideas. Testing the limits. Playing with ideas. Creating an experience. Creating an experience. Yeah. Creating an experience is nice. Creating an experience. Playing. Creating an experience. Playing with ideas. Bringing what can be. Seeing the potential of ideas. No. Playing. Hmm. Practice. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. Man, we need to get better at storytelling. Playing with ideas. Playing with ideas. Practice. Playing with. Studying. No. Studying some ideas? No. What's the... Nope. Let's close this. Using game design. Playing with ideas. Okay, I guess these are good. Creating an experience. Bringing an experience to life. Understanding the legends. Playing with ideas. What aspects of my game? From the legends. Playing with ideas. And bringing an experience to life. Yeah, bringing an experience to life. I think I like these. Alright. I think this is good enough. Playing with ideas and bringing an experience to life. Alright. Yeah, today I'm really tired and I died to sleep. So yeah, short stream for today. And thanks to everyone that came today. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.